Okay, guys, I'm here to give my review of Once a Ranger, which is episodes 20 and 21 of Operation Overdrive. You're probably wondering why this isn't with the Operation Overdrive review. Well, I'm not done with Overdrive yet, but the reason that I'm doing this separate video for Once a Ranger is since I gave Forever Red, which was an anniversary team-up, its own video, and Legendary Battle was its own video too, I figured that I would do with Once a Ranger, and I actually put in the description box for the Forever Red video that this would have its own video because it is an anniversary team-up. A not particularly good anniversary team-up. In fact, it's not even a good team-up in general, and it definitely is not a good anniversary team-up. So it starts with the Rangers stopping Candor and Miratrix from robbing the museum of a priceless jewel. And then we cut to Florius's base, where Florius gets this thing saying that he can help him destroy the Rangers. Candor, Miratrix, the Fear Cats, and Moltor all get the same thing. Turns out that the person who invited all the Power Ranger villains of this is Thrax, Lord Zed's son. Lord Zed and Rita's son. And Thrax does do what he said he was going to do. He cuts the Rangers off from their access to the morphing grid, leaving them powerless. So they try to fight their enhanced powers, but the Fear Cats, one of the Fear Cats, you know, all the villains are just too much of a matchup for them without their powers. So they go to Stonehenge, they try to have a fight, they get overmatched by Candor and one of the Fear Cats, and then we see Xander, Tori, Kira, Bridge, and Adam. Turns out that the Sentinel Knight has called them to lead the Power Rangers until the morphing problem gets fixed to the Overdrive Rangers. Can I just bring up that while Bridge explains the plot hole of why he's there, Tori and Kira do create a plot hole, or at least a plot problem. Because as far as I know, and I've seen both team-ups, at the end of Dino Thunder and Ninja Storm's team-up, Ninja Storm lost their powers again. So, where did Tori get her powers from? Same thing of Kira, because once Mesagog was defeated, the Dino Gems lost their power, so she doesn't have her morphing power either, and the only reason she gets them back in the SPD team-up, first one, is because Cat modifies a Dino Gem. So there's some plot holes there with Tori and Kira. Adam, we've seen him morph before using the old MMPR morpher. So yeah. But it also turns out that while the returning Rangers, are the legendary Rangers or former Rangers, whatever, are helping protect the jewels from the Corona Aurora, it turns out that the Overdrive Rangers, because they don't have their Power Ranger powers anymore, don't want to be Power Rangers. And herein is a major problem I have with this episode. Throughout all the seasons of Power Rangers I have seen, this is the first team that once they lose their powers at all, completely want to quit. Despite the fact that the mission's not over yet, and there's still far more to be done, they all want to quit. Now, to me, and this is just my opinion, that means that these guys don't want the responsibility that comes with being a Power Ranger. They wanted the power and probably the fame of it, but not the actual responsibility. You know the saying, of great power comes great responsibility? Well, these guys don't care about the responsibility, it just seemed to me, because they all wanted to go back to their normal lives. And that's a problem to me. So we find out that Thrax, and all that ends part 1. Part 2, we find out that Thrax wants to get this legendary sword called Excelsior because he can destroy the Sentinel Knight. And Mac ends up going to go, he talks to Rose at a college about anything she knows about Excelsior. Mac goes and finds Excelsior, and the other Rangers follow him. Frax finds out that the goddess won't give him, the Stone Goddess warrior will not give him the sword, so he just leaves. So Mac and the Rangers try to get the sword, but 4 of them, Ronnie, Rose, Dax, and Will, want to quit because they figure if they still had their Ranger powers and could morph, you know, they could, she'd probably give them the sword. Mac doesn't quit, and they eventually don't quit, and the goddess says that due to their heart and friendship or something, they have proven themselves worthy to take Excelsior. Now, also at a different point in the episode, Adam had apparently gone back to Angel Grove and actually gotten his Alpha 6. Although, whatever. And there is a fight with the Chillers in there, in which all the Rangers use something to defeat. Xander uses his magic from Mystic Force. Kira uses her Para Scream from Dino Thunder, which is another plot hole, because technically she should not have it anymore. Because then she should not have it anymore, since she doesn't have her power. Tori uses her water power. That I'm not going to complain about, because they're ninjas anyway, so, yeah. Bridge uses his gun, and Adam just uses his martial arts skills. So they get Alpha 6. Alpha 6 goes inside the morphing grid and repairs the morphing grid. And then the Overdrive Rangers come back with Excelsior, which merges with the Sentinel Knight, creates the Sentinel Zord, and they get access to that. And then all 11 Rangers go and fight Thrax, and we get the traditional group team-up. Even though all the legendary Rangers get their own individual morph, and the Overdrivers get theirs, and then they beat all the villains, they're forced to retreat, and the day is saved. All the other Rangers go back to their lives. Bridge, they don't even explain how Bridge even got there in the first place. They don't even explain how Bridge got back in time anyway. So there's a plot over Bridge, and they don't even explain how he got there. Added the fact that he hasn't been a Ranger yet anyway. But we find out that Tori sells custom surfboards. Xander's apparently running the Rockporium. Adam runs a dojo somewhere in Angel Grove, and Kira is a musician pushing a CD. And at one last time, you get a Go-Go Power Rangers group chant. This episode is bad. Okay, this is a bad team-up. I think even Legendary Battle, for its problems, or whatever, you know, the finale of Megaforce, Super Megaforce, for the problems that it had, it is still a better episode and a better team-up than this episode is. This episode makes the Overdrive Rangers look like complete and utter pansies. And it overshadows them and puts all the focus on the Legendary Rangers, which is a no-no in team-ups. You never want to make one team look weaker. Plus, I think there should have been a 6th Legendary Ranger since there were 6 Overdrive Rangers. Why didn't someone find a 6th Legendary Ranger? There's plenty of them around. So, Overdrive itself, even though I'm almost all the way through it, is not even that good to me. But I'll talk more about that, the overall Overdrive in the Overdrive review itself and the season review. And I'll get more in depth with some of these and more problems with it. But I just wanted to have Once the Ranger be its own review, since I've already reviewed the other 2 anniversary team-ups for their own video. So if you like the video, it'll also be in the Power Ranger Review Series playlist. So if you like the video, like button down there, subscribe button down there, and thank you for watching. Bye.